the anime and how it's done. Alright, so 90% of this thread is blatant misinformation and lies, but I'm still going to make this thread on why the anime is much better than the manhwa. The anime is giving Genu, and the entire sidecast, but I'll go over that later, much more depth. The anime isn't making him more serious, just making the series more serious toned, cutting out misplaced comedy that ruins the tone, like when Genu turns into a chibi after almost dying against Igris, or when he struck a cool pose and Jino turned chibi after he just killed. In the anime, the system tells him that the Elixir of Life is possible to get through the excursion into the Demon's Castle. This is what motivates him to go through the Demon's Castle, get even stronger, and save his mother. But in the manhwa, the only reason he went into the Demon's Castle for the first, 65 chapters was to get stronger. That's all. The anime builds onto this motivation to get stronger for his family way more. As most of the manhwa's comedy is in as long as it won't ruin the tone and atmosphere of the situation he's in, which a lot of the manhwa's comedy does early on, sadly. As I stated, the anime is giving much more depth, character, personality, and humanizing him much more, which works wonders. You can argue that the anime cuts some comedic scenes, but the anime has some few anime-only comedic Genu scenes. The anime is keeping Genu's funny side. Now, in the anime, the first time Geno offers Genu a large count, up to 30 billion won, to do 19 gates with him to become a guildmaster, he denies it. This makes much more sense, as at this point of the story, we know how dangerous it'd be to risk getting caught clearing gates, like no tomorrow. This could potentially get him and his family in big trouble. After his excursion into the Demon's Castle, he got beat up incredibly bad and almost died. Unlike in the manhwa, it was way more of a struggle and way better directed in the anime. So he realizes his best option to get stronger and head back for the Elixir of Life to save his mother is to take up Geno's offer. It's not about the money so much anymore, it's about the elixir and getting stronger. Also, there's a cute anime original scene where Genu jokes around with Jinna about how she's training because of all the chicken she ate, not because she's unhealthy from studying. Love characterization and lighthearted moments that fit the tone perfectly like this. Also, another anime original scene of Genu talking with Jinna and them joking around with each other, showing how Jinna's noticed that he isn't getting injured anymore from dungeons. He heads out and she notices how going to dungeons has become like going to the store for him. After he finishes the dungeon with Geno, it starts to rain, and the first thing on Genu's mind? His sister, his family. He remembers how he gave her an umbrella, and was glad he did. Characterization like this does a lot in the long run.